It's that time again, the time where football isn't just two-a-days, but a day full of football. For several months, this is their life, just to get ready for another season of Kansas football. But every season starts differently. New faces, new coaches, a new look, and there's always differences to start the season. This season, there are high expectations. Expectations to win another Big 12 championship, expectations to win every single game, and even expectations to pull off a three-peat as national champions. Can Coach Slacker Gaming and the Kansas Jayhawks live up to those expectations? Welcome to 688 The Bull Radio, Kansas Jayhawk football press conference with head coach Slacker Gaming. Coach, how are you feeling about this year's team and the expectations around this year's team going into the year? Well, we haven't played any games this year yet, so I don't know how we feel about the team as a whole yet, but this is a special team and with a bunch of special players on offense and defense, and I think that they will do great things. So as for expectations, that's all media stuff, which I try not to pay too much attention to. Our expectations for this team is to get better every single game and grow as a team and finish strong like we did last year. The last team to three-peat for the national championship was Minnesota in 1934 through 1936. Is that something your team is looking to add their name to? I'm not going to say no to it, but that's not what we're really focused on right now. What we are focused on is growing after two-a-days and putting our best team and best players on the field when we play Michigan to start the season. Your team comes into the offseason ranked #1 in the nation, returning a few of your starters from last year, including your quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end, and most of your defense. What do you think this team can be? I think this team can be the best team I've ever coached. The players that we have added through the recruiting process and transfers just add to the great talented players and leaders we have on this team. Jax has really come far this summer as a passer, and Zap is looking strong and healthy and energized, and we've had a few wide receivers really jump into the starting roster. So with even bringing back one of our best offensive captains, a tight end, and Adrian Lawrence. So on the defensive side, we have a ton of returners, and I think that this year's defense is going to be very stingy, as they like to be called. I think they have a lot of potential to be one of the best in the nation, and even kind of go down as one of the best to ever all play the game in the NCAA. Entering week 1 against Michigan, how do you feel like this team is going to do, and what do you expect today out of them week 1 against such a tough opponent? I feel like this team is ready as they can be when it comes to being ready. I think that this team is far from what they can be, and I hope that they're going to continue to grow all year. But I think that they're ready to see some game action. I think the practices can only get you so far. So most of the time, you never know what to expect when it comes to game action, but I feel like this team is mostly ready. Is mostly as ready as they can be as a team I've ever had starting a season. Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. We're dealing with a couple of top 10 teams here. The margin for error is razor thin. Should be a battle all day long. Looking forward to teeing this one up. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
The city of Ann Arbor, located in the Great Lakes state of Michigan, is the site for this matchup.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
On 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Michigan starting out 3rd and 18 after a sack. We'll see what they could do here on 3rd down. First drive, and McNamara's going to throw over to Anthony. Anthony's going to catch it. He's going to actually break a couple tackles. He gets really close. 15 yards on that reception by Andrel Anthony, and Michigan going to be forced to punt on 4th and 3. Going to have to watch. Maybe they do a fake early in the season, try to keep Kansas on its toes the rest of the game. No, it's going to be a punt. The kick is deep. Bailey from about the 30-yard line is going to catch it. He's going to run to the left. He's got some room, makes a guy miss. He's up to the 50 and into about the 45-yard line on Kansas. 3rd and 7 for Blanton. Back in shotgun, takes a snap, looking, scrambles right, going to look right, going to throw right, and he finds Jay Weems open on the route. 13 yards for Jay Weems and a first down for Kansas. 3rd and 6. Last time 3rd down, they got it completed for the first down. Blanton sends a guy in motion, the snap. Blanton back looking, he's going to throw left. It's going to be to Adrian Lawrence. He catches it 23 yards and 1st and goal. Looks like the tight end was able to get both feet down, or at least one, and he's going to catch it about the 2-yard line, and Kansas 1st and goal.
Yes, he can.
1st and goal for Kansas. Blanton going to hand this one off to Zapp, and he is in for the touchdown. Ben Zapp, 3-yard touchdown run. Many more to come this year, hopefully, for Ben Zapp. Had himself an amazing last season, looking to do even better this season. 3rd and 4 for Michigan in the shotgun. Takes a snap. McNamara looking, throws right. He's going to find Wilson, but only 2 yards. It's going to be 4th and 2. Kansas defense still holding. The punt is going to be up, and Bailey looking to return it from about the 30. Last time he had a good return here. This time on the left side, he's going to run out of bounds after about 16 yards on the return from Bailey. Kansas offense looking to get something going here. 1st and 10. Blanton back in the shotgun. Takes, he's going to scramble right. Looking, has all day to throw. He ends up throwing to the right. Finds Justin Moore. 18-yard reception for him. Justin Moore, one of those guys that coach said was looking to make an impact this year. 1st and 10. Zapp going to get the handoff up the middle. He's got a bunch of room, and he might be gone. The 10-5 touchdown. Ben Zapp, 37-yard touchdown run, broke through the hole and just ran into the end zone. Nobody's catching him. One of the fastest running backs in the NCAA, and he does. He gets a big hole there, some beautiful key blocks, and before you know it, he's dancing in the end zone. Kansas up 14-0. 1st and 10 for Michigan. McNamara going to go in the option. He's going to pitch it back to Corlem, and he's going to get 16 yards on there for the run. Option might be something good for Michigan to try to run. McNamara in shotgun's going to throw left. Finds Dixon. He's going to make a guy miss. He's got a first down for Michigan. The first down for Michigan in this game. 3rd and 3. Kansas defense looking to make another 3rd down stop here. Michigan in the shotgun. Going to hand it off to Corum, the running back, and he's going nowhere. Gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if Michigan elects to kick the field goal here on 4th and 3. Looks like they're in field goal here. Field goal is going to be up and good, and just like that, Michigan finally on the board with 3. 2nd and 2. Blanton hands it off to Zapp. Zapp finds the left side. He's got a first down and more. Probably about 8 yards on that rush by Zapp. 2nd and 10. Blanton changing the call at the line of scrimmage. He's going to scramble right. We'll see if he found something he likes. He does. Throws over the middle, and Zapp, he gets it. He catches it, just able to outrun the linebacker. 41 yards on that reception and run. It looks like Zapp just got behind the defense there, just so much faster than the linebackers. And Blanton had enough time to wait for the receiver to open up. Blanton wide open, runs probably 20 yards after the catch. And Kansas, 4th and goal. 4th and goal up and good for the field goal. Kansas going to make the score 17-3. 5:37 left to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 7 for Michigan. Nobody in the backfield. Shotgun for Michigan. Kansas looks like they're bringing the blitz. Tucker up the middle. He hits him, but it looks like a first down there for Michigan. Able to get the hand or the throw off and a catch there by the tight end. Michigan moving. 1st and 10 for Michigan. McNamara going to hand it off to Corum. Corum has a lot of room on the right side. He gets some good blocks. Finally brought down after 20 yards there on the run. Corum just basically weaving in and out of his blockers, which is really, really good to see from a running back. And just like that, a first down for Michigan. They are cruising this time. 3rd and 14 for Michigan in the shotgun. Kansas looks like they might be bringing a blitz. A linebacker, Tucker, looking. He's going to throw the left. He catches it by Dixon, but he's only going to get about 5 yards on that. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. We'll see if they could kick a field goal this long or they punt it. 1st and 10 for Kansas. Blanton batting shotgun's going to quick throw right. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Michigan. That's Selden. He catches at the 30, the 20, the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. And Blanton, his first turnover of the season, comes with about 2 minutes before halftime. And Michigan going to set up in really good field position. They're going to need a score here before halftime. Otherwise, second half might get out of control. 3rd and 1, 1:30 left to go in the second half. Michigan, McNamara looking. He's not going to have time to throw it. He's going to get sacked, brought down by Kansas's defense. Gary Parrish able to get there from the linebacker position, and Michigan really loses an opportunity there. I'm sure they're going to kick the field goal to try to get the 3 points. They had a chance at 7, elected to go for the empty set pass, not able to get it going with the sack from Kansas. Kansas defense holding strong. 17-3 going to be your score. 4th and 6 for Michigan. Looks like they're going to be kicking the field goal, try to make it 17-6. Might actually watch the fake here, though. Kansas kind of looks like they're ready for it with guys in the backfield. It's going to be up and good. And 36 seconds left to go before the half. Kansas is going to try to see if they can get a score here. Blanton back in shotgun, looking. As time's going to pass it off to Zapp. He's a 30 to 40. He's got 18, 19 yards on that reception by Ben Zapp. Nobody covering him out of the backfield. And you heard Coach Slacker Gaming say that Zapp's really been working on his receiving skills. I feel like that's something the NFL is kind of moving towards, so it's really good to see him kind of working on that now in college. 1st and 10, 30 seconds left to go for Kansas. Blanton back, takes a snap, looking right, gonna throw right. He finds Justin Moore again. He's got it down to about the 28-yard line for Kansas. Another big gain for Justin Moore. Kansas, Blanton just has so much time back there to find an open guy. 23 seconds left to go. Blanton back, a throw right. He's going to find his tight end, and Lawrence going to grab this one at the 10-yard line. 5, touchdown. Adrian Lawrence able to beat his guy, and nobody's bringing him down when he has a head of steam. Kansas going to make the score 24-6 going into halftime. Adrian Lawrence, another great tight end from Kansas, and he is just making his legacy known.
We've played a half of football. The Jayhawks lead.
Kansas going into halftime up 24-6. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half. 1st and 10. First play of the second half. Blanton back in shotgun again. He's going to scramble right. He's going to throw right. He's going to fight Justin Moore again, and he's going to get some extra yards. 30-yard reception for Justin Moore. And Kansas is just using wide receivers left and right. You're using tight ends. The running backs are even throwing to them. It's crazy. You can't stop all of them. There's so many great players on this team. 4th and 2. Blanton back in shotgun, looking to convert this one. I'm guessing it's going to go to Zapp. Michigan guessing the same, and Zapp's still able to get 2 yards. He's going to get about 4 yards on that run, and Kansas keeps the drive going. 1st and 10, you would assume Zapp's getting the ball. He's going to pitch it back to Zapp, and Zapp's going to go to the edge of the end zone and into the touchdown. Ben Zapp 2 yards on the pitch there from Blanton, and Kansas going to make the score 31-6. 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 16 after a sack. Michigan back, going to throw right, going to find Anthony. He's got a first down. He makes a guy miss. He's up to the 50, the 40, and he fumbles, but it goes out of bounds. But he's going to get 34 yards on the reception there for Michigan. And Michigan trying to get something going here in the second half. Not able to get a touchdown in the first half. Trying to get something going here in the second. 3rd and 13. Michigan looking to convert another 3rd down here, needing something going in this drive. Going to throw to Henning, and he's going to catch it, but he's not going to get a first down. That's only going to be 9 yards, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 5. Kansas 2nd and 3. Blanton changing the play at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what play he's changing it to. He's back. He's got plenty of time. He's going to throw deep. He has Adrian Lawrence open. Or no, that's Xavier Jones open, the fullback. And he catches it. Finally brought down. Not the fastest guy finally brought down after 50 yards on the reception. Blanton just throwing to anybody and everybody on the offensive side, even the fullback getting involved. Kansas, a huge gain there from the fullback. 2nd and goal, Blanton takes a snap, looking, he's going to pitch it to Adrian Lawrence, and that's going to be considered a pass, a shovel pass there to the tight end, and that's going to be a touchdown for Kansas. 38-6, your score, 2:04 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kansas just absolutely dominating on the offensive side and defensive side. 2nd and 2, McNamara back, going to throw to the left, going to find Dixon, I believe there. He's going to get 27 yards and a first down for Michigan. Michigan really needs a touchdown here if they even want to stay in the game. And it's going to be a pass to the right. Dixon's got it again. He's got another first down, 15 yards for him. And Michigan kind of getting a little bit of a groove here going through the passing game. It looks like they're kind of opening up the defense of Kansas. 2nd and 17 after a sack. McNamara back, throwing left, has a guy, Dixon, open again. He's got 18 yards and a first down. 2nd and goal for Michigan. McNamara back, going to throw over the middle. He finds Henning in the end zone for a touchdown. Michigan finally on the board as far as touchdowns go. Able to get that one. They're going to kick the extra point. 13-38 your score. 1st and 10, handoff to Zapp. Zapp's going to just bulldoze himself through people, 12 yards for him. And that's kind of what we know Zapp to do, 135 yards on the day so far. Blanton back in shotgun, going to throw to Jay Weems over the middle, and he's not even going to be touched into the end zone for a touchdown. 14 yards for him, and just nobody even touching him on the route. Kansas up 45-13. Blanton having a great game. A punt by Michigan, 4th and 18. Bailey back to try to get this one. Gonna bring it to 50. He's got some blocks. He's in the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and touchdown. Tyrell Bailey, 58-yard return on the punt. The punt didn't really look set up very well, but his speed was able to get around the outside and get in for the touchdown. McNamara in the option, looking. He's just breaking tackles. He's bringing 4 tackles, the 20, the 10, the 5. Finally brought down at about the 1-yard line. McNamara breaking several, 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles there to get into about the 1-yard line, and that's a huge run from the quarterback. 1st and goal for Michigan. They got to score here. McNamara going to take it up the middle, and he's going to bulldoze himself in. 2-yard touchdown run for him. Michigan going to go for the extra point, make the score 52-20. Clayton, the backup quarterback, into the game for Kansas. Looks like they're going to kneel this one at about the 20-yard line, and Kansas going to win this one 52-20 to start off the season. A great look for Kansas. Their defense kind of gave a little bit up at the end, but it was, I think, their 2nd-team defense as the backups got some playing time today, which is good to see as a Kansas fan that you're playing a top-5 team and bringing in backups to finish it off. Dax Blanton had an amazing game through the passing. Ben Zapp had 135 yards and 3 touchdowns for him. Kansas looking very strong early on in the season. Welcome back to 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawks Football Radio. I'm with head coach Slacker Gaming. Coach, your team managed to put up 52 points against a top team in the nation. Do you feel like that shows how dominant your team is starting the season?
I think we did some things well. We took care of the ball and played really, really good defense. Michigan is a good team, so to get out of Ann Arbor with a victory is always a good thing.
Coach, Adrian had 2 reception touchdowns as a tight end. Is he going to have a great senior season, and is that made a part of your offense strategy now?
Adrian's always a main part of our strategy. It just really kind of comes down to game flow and the defense and how much he gets touches, I guess. But yeah, I think he, as a senior, he's seen a lot of things that normal tight ends don't see. Him being so good and double team, like you don't normally double team a tight end, but for Adrian, you kind of have to double team him and give him more coverage looks to stop him. So I'm sure he will have an amazing season, and you know, he's a great player, and this kind of just shows you what he can do from a tight end.
Say Thank you, Coach. Kansas starts the season out 1-0 against number 6 Michigan in Ann Arbor. 52-20 is the score. Kansas will take on top 10 ranked Iowa next week in Lawrence to try and continue another brilliant performance like the one we saw today. This is 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawk Football Radio, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so that you don't miss any more Kansas rebuild action. If you're just now finding this video, make sure you check out the description below. There's a whole playlist of everything in the whole rebuild for Kansas, so make sure you go back and watch it to know what's going on. Till next time, Slacker out.